So students, in the previous class we were seeing about the epithelial tissue. That epithelial tissue is categorized into squamous, cuboidal and columnar epithelial tissue. So we have studied about the squamous epithelial tissue. It was of two types, that is simple squamous and stratified squamous. So simple squamous means just in the form of tiles in a single layer it was present, and stratified squamous means the single squamous epithelial tissue, simple squamous epithelial tissue was present in layers. That's why it is known as stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Now today we will study about the cuboidal tissue and the columnar tissue. Now why the name is given cuboidal? Because the cells are arranged in cube-like form. See, if you have seen the structure of cube, the structure of cube is somewhat like this. So this is a cube. In the similar way, this cube-like structure would be arranged, okay, in the single layer as well, and stratified layer means in various layers. So cuboidal are also categorized into two types, that is simple cuboidal and stratified cuboidal. Simple cuboidal and stratified. As I said, the meaning of stratified is layers, means the cells are present in layers. Now if you see the single or simple structure of the cuboidal cells, they are arranged like this. And in each of the cells, nucleus is present. So this is the simple cuboidal epithelial tissue. Now how stratified epithelial tissue looks like? See, these simple cuboidal is arranged in layers, means below this many layers of cuboidal cells will be present, and those cells are then again known as stratified cells. So like this, the cells will be arranged in layers. So these are known as stratified cuboidal cells. Now what is their function? See, both of them perform the same function, that is protection, as the squamous epithelial cells do, and as compared to squamous, they both provide protection more, okay, and also their main function is secretion and absorption, means any kind of secretion or any kind of absorption is done by them only, okay. And columnar, if I compare cuboidal with columnar, so they are somewhat same, because columnar also performs the same function, that is secretion and absorption. Now where the simple cuboidal cells present? Simple cuboidal cells is present in the kidney tubules. Kidney tubules, okay. Then some glands also, like salivary glands. Salivary glands. And where the cuboidal cells are present? Cuboidal cells are present in the sweat glands. Sweat glands. So any kind of absorption or any kind of secretion done by these glands. So which of the tissues help them? The cuboidal tissue help them. So these are the functions, that is they absorb and protect the cells or the glands, okay, from any kind of injury, and also they help in the secretion and absorption of the substances. Now next is columnar. So now next is columnar. Columnar means column-like cells, means the cells are arranged in columns. See, this is how we make columns, no? So the cells are arranged in column-like form, so they are known as columnar. So a columnar cells may be defined as those cells which are arranged in columns, and they are like a pillar, tall pillar. So you can see they are like a pillar. So pillar-like structure are known as the columnar tissue. Pillar-like structure. Pillar-like tall structure. Now if I compare squamous, cuboidal and columnar, this provides more protection. Why? Because they are, although they are single layered, okay, single layered they are, but they are in tall, and also they provide more protection as compared to cuboidal and squamous. So this is how the cells are arranged. And each of these cells consists of nucleus. So this is how a columnar cells look like. These are tall pillar-like structure, okay, and they are arranged in columns. Now there are also two types, that is simple columnar and pseudo-columnar. So what are the types? There are two types, that is simple columnar epithelial tissue and pseudo columnar epithelial tissue. Okay, so what is the meaning of pseudo here? Pseudo means which is false, okay, which is in reality that is something else, but when you look at that structure it is something else. Means pseudo-columnar epithelial tissue, they appear to be in stratified forms, they appear to be that they are present in layers, but actually they are not. They are present in single layer only. But what is the difference? The difference is that when you draw the cell, the cells are overlapping or somewhat arranged like this, that it appears to be stratified. Means it appears that it is present in layers. See, if you see like this, you could see that they are present in layers, but actually they are not. So pseudo-columnar means those cells which appear to be stratified, means they appear to be multi-layered, but actually they are not. So this is the difference between simple and pseudo-columnar. Now again I said the function. What function they do? Obviously the protection function is done by them also, because all our tissues, epithelial tissue, the most important function of epithelial tissue is that they protect any part, any gland wherever they are present. Now second about thing about columnar is that they also help in absorption and secretion. Apart from protection, they also help in absorption and secretion. They also help in absorption and secretion. Now the pseudo-columnar cells can be divided into two types, okay, ciliated and non-ciliated. We will study about this, but before, a simple columnar cells, where they are present in the inner lining of the small intestine. Inner lining of the small intestine. So why they are present in the small intestine? Because small intestine, we know that the food is properly digested in the small intestine, and in the small intestine what is present? Villi are present. Okay, villi, this type of structure is present. They are connected with the blood capillaries. So what is the function of villi? Villi absorbs the important nutrients, materials which they will transfer to the whole body. So where the absorption is taking place? In the small intestine. Okay, and what is the function of columnar tissue? That they help in the absorption. So small intestine absorbs the important nutrients from the food and transfer it to the whole body. That's why they are present in the inner lining of the intestine. And also inner lining of the intestine needs protection. Okay, so that any kind of injury should not happen to them. So that's why columnar cells provide more protection. So columnar cells are present there. Now second is pseudolaters. Pseudolaters are further categorized into ciliated and non-ciliated. Ciliated means we all have studied about cilia, that cilia help in the movement, any kind of movement. So where is cilia present? Cilia is present in the respiratory tract. Okay, lower or upper respiratory tract. Respiratory tract means if our respiratory, suppose this is the nose, from here our respiratory tract is going, so it might be present here, it might be present here, wherever it needs. Now what is the function of cilia? Actually what happens when we breathe in, okay, there are the chances that foreign particles may enter our body and that those foreign particles may harm our body. So what happens, there are mucus glands present, okay. So those glands, what they do, they secrete mucus. Okay. So in mucus glands some cells are there. Those cells are known as goblet of cells. Goblet of cells. And where they are present? They are present in the mucus gland. Okay. And wherever is mucus gland present, what is their function? That these goblet cells secrete mucus, means produce mucus. Now what is mucus? Mucus is a liquid, is a fluid like substance, jelly like fluid substance, jelly like fluid substance. Okay, so mucus is what? It is a jelly like fluid substance. Now why mucus is secreted by the goblet of cells? Because this mucus protect or prevent the entering of foreign particles. The entering of foreign particles into the lungs or into the, or wherever these glands are present. Okay, so these mucus, when they are secreted, what they do, they block the passage of foreign particles entering our body, which may disrupt or which may harm our body. Now when this mucus does our work, then when cilia is present, okay, so their cilia is also present in the respiratory tract. So what happens, these cilia sweeps down the mucus and remove the mucus. Okay, so this is the function of cilia, that cilia sweeps down the mucus after the mucus has done its work. Okay, so this is what about the ciliated columnar epithelial tissue is. Now second is non-ciliated. Non-ciliated means the cilia are not present but still mucus is secreted. So where is mucus secreted? This non-ciliated pseudo-columnar cells are present in the male urethra. Male urethra. Okay. Why in male urethra this is present? Because male urethra also secretes mucus. Okay. And those mucus also protects from entering of foreign particles, because that may be the passage for the entering of foreign particle. Okay, so that's why male urethra possess non-ciliated pseudo-columnar tissues. So this was about all the types of epithelial tissue, that is squamous,